back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. In front, another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz.
Little right-handed dribble goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way. That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening from the North Dakota State College of Science. This is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament, where today we have 2 games on tap for you. The number 1 overall seed in the Central Cass Squirrels going up against the number 5 seed in the Hankinson Pirates, and alongside the number 2 seed in the Sargent County Bulldogs tangling with the number 3 seed and back-to-back Region 1 champ in the Kindred Vikings. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Coming up here, we'll hear from both head coaches of Matt Norman of Central Cass and Mike Gonkler here of the Hankinson Pirates. The Squirrels, the number 1 overall seed at 21-0 on the season, going up against the Hankinson Pirates at 16-6 here on the year for Hankinson. Let's recap what happened in the quarterfinals yesterday from the Blakely Activity Center. In the quarterfinals, Central Cass with a 69-37 win over the Warbirds of Weimar-Lidgerwood. Carter Verkota had 17 points, and Sam Convervig added 17 points as well in the win for the Central Cass Squirrels. Hankinson and Oak Grove was the closest game of the day. Rayshawn Earl hit some free throws down the stretch late to seal the deal for the Pirates in their 75-69 win over Oak Grove. Trayton Hatfield had 37 points in the loss for the Grovers. Bottom half of the bracket, the number 2 seed Sargent County fended off the number 7 seed of the Richland Colts 67-55. Luke Martinson with 26 points and 9 rebounds in the win for the Bulldogs. And in the nightcap, number 3 seed Kindred up by 6 at the half, but outscored Maple River 17-3. Won at 67-49 over the Maple River Raiders. Presley Peraza with 18 points and 6 rebounds in the win for the Kindred Vikings. So here's a look at what is on tap for today with some history notes. Central Cass trying to make it to the Region 1 championship for the first time since 2020, and they're in search for their first state tournament appearance since 2012. While for the Hankinson Pirates, the last time they made the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship game was 2007 when they went to state the last time in 07. While for the Sargent County Bulldogs, their co-op of Milner, North Sargent, and Sargent Central, it's the 3rd year of this co-op in program history. Last year going 12-9 and losing to Oak Grove in the 4-5 matchup in the Region 1 quarterfinals on this very venue. The last time between the schools separately, Milner was the last one to make it to state in 2013 when they won it in the Minot State Dome. And for the Kindred Vikings, again, the Kings on the block. Back-to-back years they've won this tournament. They're looking to make it 4 out of 5 years to get to the Region 1 championship. So that's a little bit of the history. We'll get to more coming up as well, and also some other games across the way here in the state of North Dakota. We have the Region 2 boys basketball tournament from the Betty as well. At 6 o'clock, it's number 1 overall seed Thompson going up against the 5 seed of the Patriots of Mayport CG. Then at 7:30, it's Hillsborough Central Valley going up against the Grafton Spoilers. Thompson only state tournament appearance in 2019 when they won state. Mayport CG, their last state tournament appearance came in 2015. HCV's been there a lot as of late in 17, 18, and 20. And Grafton, the back-to-back Region 2 champs up in Region 2. So there's teams that have had a lot of success in recent years on the boys basketball court. So we'll give you all the information as we receive it throughout this broadcast here from Region 1 through Region 8 here today on the eastern side of the state of North Dakota. And a reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue to dive into this matchup, get to our Coach's Corner story lineup and more. It's the 21-0 Central Cass Squirrels going up against the 16-6 Hankinson Pirates, and then following the conclusion of this game, it's Sargent County, the 2 seed, against the 3 seed in the Kindred Vikings. This is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament from Wahpeton here on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of. where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com. Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls. The sale will be broadcast on DV Auction, and you can request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th. We'll see you at the bull sale. For more information, visit jacobsonredangus.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Let's take a look at some of our players to watch out for here in this one for the Hankinson Pirates, coming off a 25-point performance from yesterday. Rayshawn Earl with 7 rebounds, and then Cruz Hernandez had 19 points and 3 rebounds for the Hankinson Pirates, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, 17 for Carter Vercoda and 17 points for Sam Covervig as well. Covervig with 7 rebounds. Well, you had Bussey with a couple of rebounds, and then also Vercoda went 3 of 5 from the free throw line. We're going to take one quick break. When we come back, we'll get to our Coach's Corner. Head coach Mike Gockler of the Hankinson Pirates will be joining us next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
As we continue now in our pregame show, join us courtside for the Hankinson Pirates. That is head coach Mike Gockler here. And Mike, first and foremost, let's talk about that back and forth game with the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers yesterday, a 6-point win. And a lot of people after the game I was talking with said, that freshman of yours doesn't play like a freshman in a good way in Rayshawn Earl. What did you see from him, Hernandez, particularly in the backcourt, to handle the pressure from Oak Grove here, Mike, and kind of settle in particularly in that second half?
Well, you saw yesterday we had to use our G's. Our guards had to play a lot of minutes for us yesterday. I think Cruz got about 50 seconds of rest. I think Ray got about 30 seconds. We use them hard. They're they're a couple good ball players. Ray really shines when it comes to big games. He has all year long. I know he's had a couple of poor games and things like that, but overall, you know, he doesn't play like a freshman all the time, although he does make some freshman mistakes. Cruz is just playing huge leadership role for us, and we got to continue to ride with him.
And then at the end of the day here, you're going up against the Central Cass Squirrels, a 1-point loss back in Hankinson nearly a month and a half ago to the date. What do you remember about that game, and what needs to change from a Pirate point of view the second time around here, Mike?
Well, realistically, we don't change a lot. We're a little different team than we were then, a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end. But I think it was about that time of the year we started to play this zone a lot better than we have. They didn't get good looks from us that night. We did get a chance to play that on our home floor. We did give some things up inside. That was kind of something we have to go to the drawing board on, and some things we made a little change on. Last night we made a little change at halftime, and we got a lot more rebounds in the second half, and that kind of made the difference last night. Hopefully we can continue that tonight.
Do you see one particular player, whether it's a Verkota or Covervig or Holzer, or is it, hey, you know what, they just got a lot of horses in the stable, and we just got to try to limit one of them, Mike? What's the game plan here against Central Cass?
They got a triumvirate of kids that are going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. You know, obviously Covervig does it from multiple positions. Holzer from multiple positions, and with the athleticism of Verkota, you got to watch out for him. And then even with that said, then you got to watch out for some of the kids even coming off the bench and some of their supplementary players. I know Bussy didn't score against us, but he's had a pretty decent season so far. So we gotta be play our A game.
Final thing for you, Mike. What from your point of view must Hankinson do to get this puppy and have a chance to get to the Region 1 championship coming up on Thursday night?
Kind of been our MO here the last several games. We got to control the glass. We control the glass and we control it defensively. Those are two big things. Last night, according to my stats, we had 7 total turnovers. That's a huge thing. If we can limit ourselves to less than double-digit turnovers, we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to win, along with getting some glass.
Mike, as always, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here tonight in Wapaton.
Thanks, Chase.
That again, Hankinson Pirate head coach Mike Gockler joined us here on our pregame show. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the Squirrels head coach Matt Norman after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsborough. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsborough Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsborough's Main Street. The Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroughnd.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Joining us now from the Central Cass Squirrels, it is the head coach Matt Norman as they tangle with the Hankinson Pirates here in the Region 1 semifinals. Matt, before we talk about Hankinson, the first time you played them as well, what did you like from your team specifically in the second half to close out the Warbirds yesterday here from the Blick Reactivity Center?
I was just happy to see us come out of the locker room with this second half with kind of just a new mentality. We really went on the attack, kind of got maybe those first half jitters out of the way. And Carter Vercoda, to his credit, he really helped us kind of soldier through that first half, first quarter specifically. But then everybody else kind of found their rhythm. You know, Sam Kobervig finished with 17 and 7. And so I was happy with them. You know, fun to see us be competitive on a college floor and get a nice win to start the region tournament.
Let's talk about Vercoda, those 3 threes. What did that do for this team when everybody was kind of trying to find their rhythm, as you talked about in that first 8 minutes?
I think it just helped everybody kind of take a breath, you know, realize that we're still in system, we're still doing the right things. It's just taken us a little while to kind of get into rhythm. And credit to Wyndmere, they made it really, really tough on us. And so we had to find ways to compete with a lot of their length. And, you know, they had a couple kids that shot really, really well. And so we had to make some adjustments, and to our kids' credit, they did a nice job.
Now you're going up against the Hankinson Pirates, a 1-point game back on January the 20th. And Hankinson, it felt like maybe you guys had a chance or two to stretch out the lead, but the Pirates came storming back. You had the answer. What do you remember about that physical, scrappy game, you know, about a month and a half ago?
It was really, really tough. You know, they've got some quick guards, and they were super physical inside, which kudos to them. It was really tough for us to really, you know, like you mentioned, stretch that lead. And we were really, really lucky to get away with a win. You know, Cruz Hernandez had a shot at the rim to, you know, put us in the other column. And thankfully, we were kind of able to overcome that. But we just really had to maybe settle down a little bit. We didn't do a very good job of playing from the inside out last time we played, and that's credit to them. But we'll hopefully kind of adjust that mentality tonight.
And as you mentioned, Cruz Hernandez, Rayshon Earl, where does it start, or who's the 1 or 2 guys that you have to focus on here from a scouting standpoint against the Pirates?
It's both of them, you know, and Bull does a nice job as well. He rebounds really, really well for a guard. Cruz has some great body control. He's shooting really, really well. Rayshon Earl has done such a great job as a freshman. He's playing like a senior level. I mean, the way he was able to handle the pressure on him last night was great. And on top of that, they've got a number of kids, whether it be, you know, Kath or Gene or Round coming in, that rebound really well too underneath. So we're going to really have to take care of the basketball. We're going to have to slow down their 2 guards specifically, and hopefully we can make a few buckets on our end.
Final thing for you, Matt. You said yesterday extra possessions against the Warbirds was one thing you needed. We saw that particular in the second half. What do you want to do, or what's the one trait here today against the Hankinson Pirates that you must do well for 4 quarters of play?
Like I said, we got to contain their guards to start, but then we've got to make sure that we rebound the ball and kind of create those extra possessions. Might look a little different tonight, but making sure that they're not getting second and third looks at the rim is going to really, really be key to us, because they rebound really well.
Matt, as always, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck against Hankinson.
Appreciate it, man.
That again, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels, Matt Norman, will continue on our pregame show after this here from Wahpeton.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here from the Blickery Activities Center on the campus of North Dakota State College of Science, this is high school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. And a reminder, get ready for the 10 best days of summer at the Red River Valley Fair going on July 7th through the 16th. Everything includes on the grandstand side from Dan and Chase, Shine Down, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, Flow Rider, and more. You can go to RedRiverValleyFair.com to check out the upcoming grandstand entertainment and also the fair rides and 4-H and a whole lot more. That's the 10 best days of summer at the Red River Valley Fair, July 7th through the 16th, and you can save money by getting your tickets online in advance at RedRiverValleyFair.com. For the Central Cass Squirrels, the last time they made it to a state tournament was 2012. Then the head coach of Troy Raisler was the head coach for the Squirrels. 126 on 5 years. Matt Zimmerman. There was a Bresnahan, a Josh Raisler as well here for Central Cass. And then for the Squirrels, they have yet to make a Region 1 championship. It's been a couple of years since 2020 where they lost to Richland in the Region 1 title 67-53. Last year in this round, they fell to Kindred and finished third place in the Region 1 tournament, going 19-4. Well, for the Hankinson Pirates, they have 0 state titles in program history. Central Cass has 2. The last time the Pirates have been there was 2007. They were 24-1 before losing a partial in the state qualifier in the state quarterfinals. Mike Ockler, the head coach then as well for the Hankinson Pirates. The last time they made it to this round of the Region 1 tournament, Cody Malk was a senior for Hankinson, losing to Richland in 2017 in the semifinals from Ed Ware Arena. So those are some of the notes going back to Central Cass and the Hankinson Pirates. And a reminder still to come, Sargent County in their third year of their co-op with Milner, North Sargent, and Sargent Central going up against the Kindred Vikings here. The Vikings back-to-back Region 1 champs as we see the Hankinson Pirates getting some shots up before we get to our starting lineups. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Going on in Region 3 tonight, Medina Pinker Buchanan against Linton HMB. Tip of the cap to Coach Carr out in Linton HMB as he surpassed his 800th career win with a win over Lamorlich O'Marion yesterday in Jamestown. Also at 7:30 will be Edgeley, Cullum, Montpelier, and Ellendale. Region 4, well, it's been won by 4 wins Minnewacan 3 years straight, and the defending champ in Class B goes up against the 5 seed in the North Star Bearcats. Then at 7:30, it's North Prairie against the number 6 seed here in the Warwick. And they haven't made it to state since 1996 from a Warwick point of view. So we'll keep you apprised of everything that's going on. A reminder, the State B Boys Basketball Tournament Thursday, March the 16th through Saturday, March the 18th in Bismarck. The 2 seed will play against a random draw at 1 at 2:45. The 3 seed against a random draw on Thursday afternoon, a week from Thursday. The number 1 overall seed against a random draw. And the 4-5 matchup at 8:15 will round out the state quarterfinals coming up on Thursday. Again, a week from Thursday from the Bismarck Event Center. That's a take a look on the eastern side of the state. We'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups, opening tip, and more between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Hankinson Pirates. Then still to come, it's the Sargent County Bulldogs tangling with the Kindred Vikings as well. That does it for our pregame report. We come back after this. Lineups and tip from the North Dakota State College of Science. This is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
As we get ready for the starting lineups, I'm Chase Miller. He's Bryce Laxton. Joey Hughes on camera. Joel Morgan will have the call for the next contest between Sargent County and alongside Kindred. But first, let's find out who's going to punch their ticket one step closer to trying to get to the capital city next week here in Wahpeton for this contest. For the Hankinson Pirates, they'll go like this. Andrew Jean, averaging 8.7 rebounds, had to play through foul trouble yesterday. From there, Cruz Hernandez, the 5'10 senior guard, had himself a game with 19 points and 3 threes in their quarterfinal round win, but no one was better than the freshman Rayshawn Earl. 25 points, 7 rebounds against Fargo Oak Grove. Cooper Bull does a little bit of everything for the 5'10 junior guard, averaging 9 points and 7 rebounds. And Rustin Camp had himself a double-double, a hard-earned double-double with 16 points and 10 rebounds for the Pirates. So Gene Hernandez, Earl Bull, and Camp. Hankinson 16-6 on the season, head coach by Mike Gockler. Now we turn our attention to the Central Cass Squirrels, as Central Cass will handle this one here on the left-hand side, as this will go here for Central Cass. under the guidance of head coach Matt Norman with a mark of 21-0 on the season. They'll go like this. Carter Verkota, the 6'1 junior guard, averaging 12 points and 4 rebounds. He had 3 first-quarter threes against the Warbirds. Sam Converbig, just cool, calm, and collective with 17 points and 7 rebounds. From there, Mason Bussey, the 6-foot senior guard, averaging 8 points, 3 boards. Cole Holzer, the 6'7 junior forward, Holzer with 13 points and 5 rebounds. And Eli Boer, the 6'2 junior guard, can hit it from deep, averaging 6 points per contest. So Verkota, Converbig, Bussey, Holzer, and Boer. Central Cass under the guidance of Matt Norman at 21-0. Bryce Laxdal, what are your keys to the victory second time around, where it was a 1-point meeting about 6 weeks ago in Hankinson, where the Squirrels came on top by 1?
Well, Hankin's going to be able to handle that pressure. They're going to need that same effort they had yesterday from their guards. Earl's going to be able to handle the press. Castleton comes at you a little bit different than Oak Grove. Oak Grove more of a zone trapping press. Castleton will be a lot of run and jump man-to-man. They'll trap the corners. The corners won't be open like they were yesterday. It's going to take a team effort from Hankinson, and then at Castleton, you just want to put that constant pressure on everybody. All 5 guys that are out there can always score. Look to get a lead early and play from ahead. I think keep them comfortable.
Our officials, Logan Fingston, Calvin Tubner, and Todd Rowe here are 3-man in stripes as we get the opening tip-off Friday at 6 o'clock. Here, I love it down at Wahpeton as they're right on schedule as we get this one underway. Central Cass man pressure defense. Rayshawn Earl and Verkota is going to be a lot of fun here throughout this contest as the ball gets swung right-hand side with Hernandez, guarded there by Converbig. They hedge out on the screen. They give it on the interior to Gene. Gene's going to get tied up with, and this will be out of play, and an opening turnover for the Pirates.
There's that run and jump we were talking about. If you mishandle a ball, you're not ready. They're just all over you, constant.
Hankinson will also match out with a 2-2-1 into a 2-3 zone defense. And the one thing that we talked with Mike Gaukler about in the pregame, saying you can make adjustments in the zone, is what they did against Fargo Oak Grove yesterday. Boer wants to start it with a 3, and the knuckler's good from the left-hand side here for the Squirrels. What did they mean by make adjustments in his zone? Some people, Bryce, will say it's a 2-3 zone. What can you do in the zone that's different here?
You can trap in different spots, trap the corners. You can pressure a guy to the left or the right. Start like a 1-1-3, and push the ball handler to the left, to the right. Trap in different spots, front in different spots. You can disguise it a lot of different ways, but in the end, you beat the zone the same way. Try to get the ball in the middle, the corner, and the short corner.
Hernandez with the basketball takes a screen. They're able to double it, and this I was going to say almost back-to-back turnovers here for the Central Cass Squirrels. So far on the screen, we're seeing them either double or really hedge out early. What's the counter to that?
You can hit that slip guy or hit a skip. If you hit that slip guy, you got to be ready to score right away, and they just hedge so hard. You have to be strong with the ball. There's a great pass inside and good finish. That's what they need.
Good working
inside presence.
Good working move on the interior here for Andrew Jean on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Squirrels up by 1 after the 3 by Eli Boer, then answered here by Andrew Jean with his first 2 points. Holzer kick it right-hand side. Eli, if he hits the first one, he can be a streaky shooter here for the Squirrels. Verkota on the interior lost it.
Definitely brings him another presence to the game when he's on fire from the outside, because he can really light it up.
Hankinson with Hernandez in the front court here, able to spin. Top of the key for the lead. 3-pointer, no one boxed out Rayshawn, so Earl will bring it back to the baseline with a fresh 35. Earl trying to get by Holzer. Almost looked like he twisted an ankle. Tough shot here by the freshman off the mark, and Holzer gets the rebound. Holzer in transition, knifing his way to the paint, lost it. Rebound. This will be on a steal, by Cooper Bowl. Outlet, this goes to Rustin Kath. Cruz Hernandez waiting for the ball. Jumper from 12. Can't get it to go. Rebound, though. Putback opportunity. Good for 2, and it's Andrew Jean 4. Central Cass 3.
Nice to see Jean get a couple baskets early after, sitting on the bench a lot yesterday. It's got to make him feel good.
Cole Holzer goes the other side off the backboard. Good job by Jean getting back defensively and at least forcing a little bit of a wall there, Bryce.
That could have been a charge.
Right-hand side, right pocket 3 for Cooper. Bull, rattle it in. Cooper Bull with the triple after the 3 by Boer. 7 straight comes the Pirates.
And 7 straight from the guys not named Cruz or Earl.
Left-hand side, Verkota tries to answer, does from the left baseline here. So Carter Verkota gets the 2, but one thing here for the Squirrels, a little bit of a slow start against the Warbirds yesterday, and not to say it's slow, it's just Hankinson coming out playing really efficiently right now here, Bryce.
The one thing that Hankinson has that the others, you see a charge there that, that Wymer doesn't have, just those guards up front, the ability that they can Earl and Cruz can break that press on their own, and you can get through that press, that first initial trap, you're going to have a man advantage the rest of the way down the court, and that's what they're seeing right now.
Rayshawn Earl will pick up the offensive charge. That'll be his first, team's first. Covervig left wing, free throw line extended, guarded by Cruz and Earl at the top of the key. Kick out. This will be to Verkota. Three-pointer, rattle it in. Carter Verkota with his 4th here in Wahpeton of the tournament. 8-7 now on a Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Go to dhbanknd.com. If this is any indication of the opening 3.5 minutes, we should have a fun semifinal here tonight.
Great pace.
Interior Kath goes to Gene, and we're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow is going to go to Central Cass. Last year in the semifinals, Bryce, 60-53 Enderlin over Oak Grove, and Kindred beat Castleton, or Central Cass 56-53. And some people say this is maybe the best night in Class B basketball as semifinals trying to get to that region title.
Semifinals, there's the 4 teams left still have a chance. Usually it's well attended by everybody. There's a lot of great energy. It's one of my favorite nights to come watch.
Verkota starting to heat up from the right baseline. Back-to-back triples for Verkota. And this is looking similar to the Warbirds, where he hit 3 in the first quarter yesterday. He's got his second 3 here in the opening 4 minutes.
That's the thing about Castleton. They just have so many guys that can put constant pressure on your defense. Every one of them can score.
I like it. Basketball game runs 8 straight now here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Rayshawn Earl goes in the paint. Little slip pass to Andrew Jean. Jean muscling his way around. Holzer gets it to go. What a spin move by Andrew Jean.
That's that slip pass that they'll have to be able to score on if they're gonna hedge and show that hard.
Covervig at the right wing. Double team comes. Leaves it to Verkota now at the top of the key. Back to Sam. He had a couple of threes yesterday as well for the Squirrels. Verkota left-hand side. Owen Wiersma into the game now for Central Cass. Covervig little shake and bake. Verkota, can he do it again? Three-pointer, why not? And book it in double digits. Verkota has 11 of the 14 for the Squirrels.
They might have to switch that zone up a little bit and just get a man out on him all the time right now just till he cools off.
That's 4 threes here by Central Cass. Rayshawn Earl into the inside. Can't get it to go. Rebound here to Bussey up the other end of the floor to a streaking Wiersma to the paint. Left-handed layup. Good for 2 here for Wiersma. And Mike Ockler wants a Bank North timeout. The Squirrels are on a 13. Make it 13-2 run right now here for Central Cass. We'll break with them. Timeouts brought to you in part by Bank North.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Timeouts on the floor as you see head coach Mike Ockler there with the Hankinson Pirates, brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com to get your mobile app and also check out the best in store with member FDIC and proud supporter of their communities. Visit ibanknorth.com. Chase Miller, Bryce Laxdell, Joey Hughes with you here. Bryce, basketball is a game of runs, but Central Cass on a heater right now, if you will. It's Jean's trying to answer, and Holzer gets the block shot.
Yeah, they can score in bunches, and they just put that constant pressure on you. And if they get the ball and they turn and they go, and if you're not back, if you don't have somebody back defending that outlet pass, they're going to score layups.
Hankinson right now will inbound it quickly to Rayshawn Earl, and Matt Norman wasn't happy for that one, and Matt Norman wants a timeout. He was talking to his team. He was ready for that play, but no one was ready for it, just kind of got hypnotized, and Matt Norman's going to talk it over with his boys. We'll break with him on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we see the bench here with head coach Matt Norman. And Bryce, you said been there, done that before when you're kind of scouting it out and all of a sudden the play, you know it's coming, but they still get the points regardless.
Yeah, it's frustrating because it's one of the things as a coach you do spend a lot of time on is scouting those inbounds plays. And you see something, you walk through how you're going to defend it, and he's out there yelling, telling them what to do. And then they score on it, something that you practice, and you're telling them what to do. It's tough.
Cruz Hernandez gets the steal, but then here goes Central Cass right back for Coda, down to a knee, finds it to Bachmeyer, and really good hustle there by Eli Boer, getting down and dirty here for Central Cass. Holzer banging his way on the inside for Coda. Heat check, right wing three. That one's going to be off the iron, but a rebound here by Eli Boer. Hankinson goes the other way. Rustin Kath tries to get it by Holzer, and then there's a foul with Rustin. Holzer might have got enough to deflect it, and then Kath will pick up the foul, his first and the team's second.
Yeah, it got him in the face a little bit. A little bit of frustration after missing that bunny, I think.
So here's Central Cass, Bryce, and Carter Vercoda. I think if I'm NDSCS, I start recruiting him today the way he's starting to shoot in this facility. But he's got 11. You got 5 by Boer. You have 2 by Wiersma. We haven't said Bussey, Combervig, or Holzer yet to score for the Squirrels.
Every guy they put out there right now, they've already put 8 guys out there, and their top 3 haven't scored.
Left-hand side as they go on the interior. This one will be to Maggio to the baseline now to Bachmeyer. Kick out here to the left-hand side. Three-pointer by Boer is off the mark, and a rebound be last touch off of Hankinson and Rustin Kath. Kath and Covervig went after that ball.
Yeah, usually when you see that guy come in from behind and the ball goes out like that, that's almost an automatic that it was off him, but must saw something different down there. He's a lot closer than I am.
For Kath and Rayshawn Earl out of the game now for the Hankinson Pirates. So Hubrig is on the floor here for Hankinson. Ball goes left-hand side to Boer. Back to the top of the key, and Hernandez jumps to passing lane here, and the Pirates trying to get off the 11-point schneid here would help, and Hernandez with a transition 3. He's got his 50th three-pointer of the season.
That's one thing that we always talk about. We're playing Castle. If you have an open shot, you got to take it. He was open in transition. He knocked it down. It's a feel-good shot.
Boer from Breckenridge from the left-hand side, from the left wing. That was from NBA range here.
Great answer. After the turnover, he comes back up, makes a nice play. Forget about it. On to the next play and knocks down a 3.
David Round, left-hand side of the baseline to Cooper Bull with under 60 seconds here in the quarter. Cruz Hernandez looking for the little slip. This one going to be a block shot with Parker Hubert going up, and its last touch off of Gene. And defense here for Central Cass, and they average 67, but when they get in this little run, when threes are starting to go, Bryce, they become just like anybody, but they become really tough to defend.
And you got to defend on all 5 guys, and then they just turn their offense into great defense. They get their hands on everything. They're active all over the place.
Sam Covervig, left wing, free throw line extended as they have the slip through, and good steal here by Gene, and there's a foul. Foul will come across Carter Maggio, his first, team's first, but we have seen Hankinson at particular times in that zone get their hand in the passing lane and get a steal going the other way.
Yeah, they do a good job of anticipating passes and kind of playing the pass. They don't really play the man. They play the passing, the space. They're really good at that. And it's a hard thing to coach and talk to about young basketball guys, is to guard that space, anticipate the next pass, and not always guard the man. They're really good at guarding the space.
First time Hankinson has been in this round since the 2016-17 season, where a guy by the name of Cody Mauk was a senior. Crazy to think how time flies now, where Mauk is to today. His brother Carter is the assistant coach here for Mike Gockler. 8 seconds down to 7. Rayshawn, tough shot in the paint. Can't get it to go. Ball gets tipped out to Maggio. Outlet here to Bussey, and then there's a traveling violation.
I remember that game, that tournament, he just dominated, and I remember thinking, man, he's super athletic. He's pretty good.
Turns out NDSU and the NFL thinks he's pretty good too.
He was just a beast down low. I think at one of the games he had 19 and 19, something like that. He was just all over the place.
Hankinson, where do they go with 1.4 here? Bowl to the baseline. Rayshawn gets the shot up before the buzzer, but can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Squirrels up by a football score at 21-17.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136. Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page, for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
On YourLiveEvent.com, a little bit of our crowd cam here inside the Blickery Activity Center, taking a look at the Central Cass student section. I'm Chase Miller, he's Bryce Laxdal, Joey Hughes running the camera as well. Update for you from Grand Forks, 16-14, the number 5 seed in Mayport. CG leads the number 1 seed Thompson after 8 minutes of play. Rayshawn Earl with it, left wing, free throw line, got it to go, and if he can get that going here, Bryce, Hankinson, just as Fargo Oak Grove figured out yesterday, can become very dangerous.
Yeah, they need Cruz and Earl to step up right now. The other guys kind of carried them that first quarter. They need to settle down, and they need to start scoring a little bit now.
And in that first game, it just always felt like Central Cass had a chance to get it up to 12, get it up to 14, play kind of peekaboo, but Hankinson, every time it was to 7 or 8, got it back to 2, got it back to 3, and this kind of is what it feels like in the opening 8 minutes and change.
Yeah, they needed to go on a little run here and not let Castleton pull away.
Central Cass in a little 2-3 zone now to Hernandez, right of the key, back to Earl. Earl gets cut out there by Vercoto, who's got his hand cut in the cookie jar, and he goes, yeah, I got enough of the wrist there, so Carter will pick up the foul. That'll be his first and the team's second. Hankinson out in those dark gray uniforms. Central Cass in the white here. Both teams wearing the same as what they had yesterday. Top of the key for Rayshawn. Earl will handle it. Takes a little ball screen here. Bull with the pick and pop action, and getting the steal is Mason Bussey. Bussey tries to go coast to coast, right-handed layup off the backboard for 2.
You get that trap, and you have that opposite guy kind of play free safety, and he just read the eyes of Earl and got the steal.
Ball will be off of Cole Holzer here, still to come at our halftime show. First half numbers. We'll get Bryce's thoughts on the opening 16 minutes, and still a reminder, Sargent County Kindred coming up after that. And then on Thursday, barring what Mother Nature allows us to do, we'll get to the all-region team and a whole lot more on Thursday night. Bryce, I know I'm not a meteorologist. You're not a meteorologist. That's a turnover. What's your prediction for Thursday that we're down in Wahpeton in these very seats?
Someone sent me a picture of their weather report that said there's supposed to be 3 storms tracking at the same time, so I would say not a very good chance.
Ball goes right-hand side to Bussey on the interior. 14-footer, good-looking move by Mason Bussey. He got the transition bucket, get some confidence going, and he's a guy who can go off at any given moment, too, for the Squirrels.
And he's kind of a guy you forget about. And, you know, when we played him, we're like, all right, we're not going to guard Bussey. And then he hits every 15-foot jump shot that's been known to man, and he lit us up until we finally had to start guarding him. So they're just so tough to guard because they don't have the one guy that we call it dork off of them. They don't have the guy you can do that to.
Cruz Hernandez, top of the key, able to spin at the free throw line, gets walled off there by Vercoto. Dirk Nowitzki, a shot from 17.5 for Cruz Hernandez. That's a tough-looking shot, Bryce. I wouldn't even try that in horse.
Those are the shots you have to make, too, and they're going to have to continue to make them.
Vercoto, baseline, sees not one but 2 Pirates fly by him. Nice pass to Bussey, who gets fouled. We'll see who it's on because Gene and Kath is going to be the guilty party. And the foul will come across. This will be on Rustin Cass. So that'll be his second and the team's third here for Hankinson.
Looks like they're going to take Kath out. That's going to be a tough blow. 6 minutes left before half.
Bussey free throw opportunity is good. And here's a situation that Hankinson was in yesterday, Bryce, against Oak Grove. The only difference was it was Gene instead of Kath with those foul trouble early in the first and second quarter.
And Gene's going to have to step up now and kind of take over that role of rebounder, screener, kind of do the dirty work because they don't have that now with Kath out.
Free throw opportunity number 2 by Mason Bussey's no good. Rebound comes down to Andrew Gene. And here goes Hankinson down by 7 at the 1 quarter. It was a 7-point margin here for the Squirrels. With the basketball is David Round. Round able to back Weersman down inside the paint. Up and over pass, but throws it into the second row, and that'll be a turnover here on the Pirates. So right now, Central Cass throughout the season, more man pressure, but we have seen that 2-3 zone where Hankinson, again, is going to just sit in that 2-3 zone. They'll tweak it throughout the game, barring who's playing hot and where to kind of guard. But the one thing is both teams, Bryce, were a semifinal really settled in right from the opening jump here. I don't think we really had any nerves, so to speak, about the high volume pressure situation of this game.
No, both teams are scoring at a great pace. The offenses look good, and kind of wait for the defenses kind of make the first adjustments.
Rebound kick out. Holzer, 3 off the back tab. No. Verkota tries to get it now to Rayshawn Earl. Earl with a double team tries to spin out of it. Rips it through, and a timeout for Mike Gockler will break as well. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by your friends at Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com to find a branch and a location near you today here on your live event.
The dedicated staff at Weimer Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimer Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Weimer Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimerAuto.com. Weimer Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
On our Bank North scoreboard, 26-19, a Bank North timeout here. They got the perfect sync for your online and busy banking. Go to ibanknorth.com, member FDIC. 26-19, so that'll be the second timeout here for Mike Gockler. As Cruz Hernandez brings us one to front court, makes a pass on this slip here to Round, and that's going to be a turnover.
He's got to shoot it. Shots better than a turnover.
Verkota will get it to the baseline. Muscles his way to the 10, and good-looking shot there by Verkota. He's got 13. So largest lead of the game right now for the Squirrels at +9. Hernandez double team here, and Bachmeyer's doing a good job being a gnat, being annoying.
Got to shoot it quick.
Jean ripped through, and there's a foul. Wiersma goes straight up. Holzer had good positioning, but as Jean spun it through, Wiersma had his hand on not the basketball but the wrist, and there comes a foul.
Yep. Hankinson needs to score here, kind of slow it down. You kind of feel the game shifting a little bit. They need to, I see Kath's coming back in and Earl's coming back in. You got to get to the point if someone's got 2 fouls and the game gets away, you might as well let them out there and play. And, if they pick up, you tell them, you got to play smart, no over the back calls here on a free throw, anything like that. But, give up a layup so you can stay in the game, but we need you in there right now.
So free throw attempt on the first one is good for Jean's second one. This one's going to be, shooter's roll, bring out the pitching wedge here, and Marchie got it to go. 28-21, still a 7-point margin here as you'll have Huberg up top with Rayshawn Earl here on this 2-3 zone with Gene Kath and also Cooper Bull on the bottom. Carter Verkota, well, that's too easy. If he can hit one from 20 feet, Bryce, he can easily hit one from 2.
He's on fire tonight. He's feeling it.
Averages 12 points per contest, already with 15. Owen Wiersma gets the steal, got Earl up in the air and finishes for 2. It's a flurry here for the Squirrels. Chase Bachmeyer trying to get the steal, and this one will be out of play. And here's the storms that Hankinson has to withstand to not allow this game, Bryce, to get to 15-16. Keep it to 10 or single digits as best as possible as Hernandez quickly comes back on the floor.
You got half a quarter here left. Try to get back to 5 or 6. You feel really good about yourselves going into the paint. But right now they just got to watch those passes back to the middle of the court. Those guys are kind of playing that safety spot, and they're watching your eyes, and they're just going and getting it.
Earl with the basketball. That's going to be a foul here by Bachmeyer. Chase will pick up his first. That'll be the team's 4th. Both teams fairly good in that category. The only one that is playing with foul trouble is Kath with 2. Otherwise, Hankinson's only got 3 and Central Cass is 4. So right now for the Pirates, who can be that guy? Andrew Jean was that guy in the first quarter. Who can be the guy here in the second quarter to start heating up? Cooper Bull. Pass gets stolen away by Eli Boer. Central Cass with numbers the other way. Chase Bachmeyer to the paint, and Earl with the foul. Rayshawn going to say Chase going to make it earn it at the line. Rayshawn will pick up the foul. Now that's large because that's his second, and that'll be the team's 4th.
Yeah, good foul. You don't want to give up a layup. But Hankinson they got to work some offense here. You can't put your head down, dribble right into the teeth of the defense without making them work a little bit. You got to get some drives, some kicks, break down that defense, attack some closeout, something to get somebody going. But yeah, it's been tough to just get shots off right now.
As Bachmeyer makes free throw attempt number 1, Verkota will check out of the game as Holzer, Wiersma, Bachmeyer on the floor, Boer, and also Bussey. Free throw attempt number 2 is good here by Bachmeyer. 34-21, the balance of Central Cass has been shown again, and then you add Verkota just being in rhythm. That makes it difficult. It doesn't matter who would be playing Central Cass tonight. The foul will come across here on Owen Wiersma, the future MSUM football commit. You've had some guys on your team heading over their way to MSUM to play for Steve Lockway here, Bryce, in recent years.
Yeah, Kobe Vanderwall is there right now. He's getting some run. He's really gotten big and strong. It's fun to see him come out, and he still come out and play with our guys a little bit. But I think he's going to have a nice season here coming up.
Hernandez, Hankinson needs it, and Hernandez drops it. He's got his second made 3 here of the half. So back to what we were talking about, that 10-point game. Now can Hankinson get on a little bit of a run? Bachmeyer to the paint, off the window. Tough-looking shot there for the junior guard. He's got his first field goal now with 4. Central Cass looking to trap out of it as they give it to Bull here for Hankinson, and then Bull with an excuse me bump, and this will be a Mason Bussey, his first team 6. Cooper Bull kind of did the old, I know it's coming, so I'm just going to hold on to the basketball and take the foul here, Bryce.
He saw it, stuck his rear end out a little bit, and braced for, picked up that foul. Now they're in the bonus too. Maybe something they can take advantage of. Maybe that'll, Castleton might take the pressure off a little bit full court, so they don't pick up fouls 90 feet from the basket anymore. Hankinson needs to end the half here on a little bit of a run.
Rayshawn Earl, right wing, sees the double team come now up top to Bull as Central Cass stays in the zone. Hernandez is going to shoot him out of the zone, though. Back-to-back threes here for Hernandez. Cruz Hernandez in double digits now for Hankinson. Other way, though, that's too easy. A lot of shot charts right now for the Squirrels, Bryce, around the three-point line and 5 feet from the hoop.
Layups and threes, that's the new game, right? That's all they're shooting.
100%. Thanks, analytics. Right-hand side goes Rustin Cap. Speaking of a 3, he's unconscious. Hernandez, but misses that one. And the rebound comes down to Cotterving. And Matt Norman had both of his hands over his head going, we don't want to give that man that kind of a shot.
And it looked good, too. I thought it was in from up here.
Mason Bussey, little slip. This would be a turnover to Bull. Can Hankinson convert now in transition? They do have numbers if Hernandez can get it out quickly. But there's the foul to your point, Bryce. And now you're going to have Hernandez to the free throw line.
Yeah, sometimes there's only 2 minutes left. Sometimes you're better off pulling that press off till the second half so you don't give him any free looks, especially Cruz, because you don't want him to see too many easy ones go in. He's just going to get hotter and hotter.
So going to the free throw line now for the Hankinson Pirates is Cruz Hernandez, a 60% free throw shooter on the season, but he can slice you and dice you in multiple different ways. Free throw opportunity is good. I like to kind of call Hernandez like a Swiss Army knife, right? He doesn't need to score. He can impact the game defensively. He can impact the game just being the quarterback on the floor, Bryce, and getting assists. He can impact it with steals. I mean, he does a little bit of everything here for Mike Gockler.
Yeah, he's a stat stuffer. He's a great leader for you. Shows you how you want, the younger kids in your program, how you want them to play, and just, all around a great leader for Hankinson.
Verkota the other way gets fouled, and, this will be a traveling violation. So, traveling violation on that one. So, Hankinson gets the points. They get the stop that they needed, Bryce. And to your point, all of a sudden in the 3, they're back within 2 possessions.
Yep, that'd be big. And they're still going a little full court man-to-man here. We'll see how they attack the screen at half court.
Hernandez.
So hard.
Able to get by Kovervig here, and maybe because of those fouls, Sam kind of said more of an away, if you will.
Yep.
Inside Gene, and while they found the success on that slip pass with Gene a time or two, what's been working for Hankinson on that particular move here as the foul comes on Eli Boer?
The biggest thing is you know that's going to be there. You just got to get it past the arms of the 2 guys that are trapped, and then you got to get a clean catch and then attack hard right away. No dribbles, just a step through, a power step through, keep the ball up high and finish towards the rim.
Free throw opportunity is off the mark, but by any stretch of the imagination, Hankinson has forced the Central Cass, just like Wyoming Lidgerwood did yesterday, to have a good, solid 2 quarters of play here. Now it's just a matter of, can they finish it off in the last 93 seconds? Free throws are both off. Rebound comes down to Bull inside around. Kick out Rayshawn Earl. This would be large. 3-pointers off the mark, and rebound coming down to Boer. Kovervig in the front court now here for Central Cass. No one's got him. Bachmeyer, nice little pump fake, got his man up in the air and chased with another field goal.
Just like that, you miss your 2 free throws, and they come down and get an easy layup. There's a big momentum swing.
Andrew Jean able to answer the other way around Holzer here, and now Central Cass wants to run up in transition. Verkota left wing with the basketball, left-hand side to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer looks for a teammate here around the world, goes back door to Boer, but that one just tipped up too long on the loft, and a steal here for Hankinson.
2 for 1 if you go quick.
Rayshawn to Cooper Bull. They want to go quick to Hernandez. Inside on the slip pass. Oh, what a block shot by Kovervig. Right-hand side, Hernandez 3 is going to be short, and how about the block by Sam?
Wow, he came out of nowhere. I thought that was a layup, and they were going to get the 2 for 1 that they wanted, and then it's back the other way, and they score.
And Kovervig with a nice assist here to Eli Boer, now in double digits with 10. That was a large 4-0 little swing in just that possession.
Yeah, that was huge. And the way that Coppervig can impact the game is that very similar to what you just talked about with Hernandez. He hasn't scored very much tonight, but blocks, defense. He is always pressuring you up top and just being the floor general that he is. I like what he brings to the table for Castleton.
5 seconds now to 4. Cooper Bull with 3 to 2 to Hernandez. Gets the shot off, can't get it to drop, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Squirrels with 21 points in both the first and second quarter. Well, for Hankinson, they score 14 in the first and 17 in the second. We're back with our halftime show after this.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299 or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Chase Miller, Bryce Laxton with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Joey Hughes running the camera, and we'll see Joel Morgan taking the reins, so to speak, for Sargent County and Kindred still to come. But, hey, if you like an up-and-down style of game, this was your 16 minutes. Bryce, I don't think we can say enough superlatives of Carter Vercoda after having 17 points yesterday. He's already got 15 points here in the first half for Central Cass as we take a look at some of the first half numbers. But, when good Lord, Central Cass is shooting 77% from the floor, and Hankinson shooting 45%. I think that might be the reason why the Squirrels are able to win. When you could shoot 77% from the floor, Bryce.
Either of those numbers would have been season highs for us. So, yeah, that's pretty tough. That's pretty salty. And 77% is crazy, but the points off turnovers I see are huge. Hankinson's got 7. Castleton has 21 points off those turnovers, and that's kind of what we talked about. Their full court trap and that guy that's playing free safety just coming up, reading the eyes, and they're just turning those turnovers into easy buckets, and that's what's tough when teams can score on you before you can have your defense set up. And, Hankinson's done really well fighting back. A few times you thought this game was about to, turn into a 15, 20-point lead, and that they had a couple chances. That transition with the Coppervig block after the 2 missed free throws down for a layup was huge. I thought that was a big momentum swing, and I think if you're Hankinson right now, you're coming out and you're saying, hey, this first 3 minutes, we got to go on a little mini 6-8-0 run to feel good about ourselves, make them burn a timeout, get our crowd back into it. And that's the big thing. You can get, if you're Hankinson, right, if you can get the crowd into it, it's not just your guys, your fans that are going to be cheering for you down here. You're going to have everybody cheering for you. So if you can get the fans and everybody down here into it, you can go on a run. You kind of feed off that emotion from the crowd. I think that's what they need to do to start the third.
For the Central Cass Squirrels, as we mentioned, 17 of 22 shooting from the floor, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Hankinson, though, they're doing everything you'd want. You're 11 of 24 shooting from the floor, 5 of 10 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Currently +4 in rebounds for the Squirrels at 12 to 8. Here's the 10 turnovers, 0 assists for Hankinson, 9 turnovers and 0 assists here for the 9 turnovers and 9 assists for Central Cass, 10 and 5 here for the Hankinson Pirates. Individual numbers, Central Cass led by the 15 of Carter Verkota, 6 of 7 shooting from the floor. You have 7 points here for Mason Bussey with a couple of rebounds, 6 for Bachmeyer, 4 on the way for Owen Wiersma, 2 for Holzer and Eli Boer, 3 of 4 shooting from the floor with 8 points for Central Cass. Cruz Hernandez with 13 points, does have an assist as well. While for the Pirates, they will have 10 points here for Andrew Jean. That has really been the X factor here with Rustin Kath playing with those 2 fouls. 5 points for Rayshawn Earl and 3 points for Cooper Bull. Halftime adjustments, Bryce, what would there be? Let's start with Hankinson for Mike Gockler. You mentioned you like to have a good start to the game. You don't want to get down by 16, 17 and make this deficit any more than what it is right now. Their largest deficit is 13, but what does Hankinson need to do well? Or is it, hey, if Central Cass shoots 77 stinking % from the floor in the second half, you just tip your cap to a team that night?
Yeah, if somebody's shooting 77, it's going to be really tough. But you can, they did a good job of switching the defense around and not giving up those wide open threes in the second quarter. But I think you got to come out and you got to maybe get Earl something easy, see something easy, go through the hoop to run a set play for him. He's only got 5 in the first half, and then I think you need to get Kath going too. He's got 0 points and 0 rebounds after a double-double last night. So I think those 2 guys got to get going because right now Hernandez is doing a great job of carrying the load. But they need to get, especially Earl needs to see something go through the hoop early, I think.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this second half action from the Blickery Activity Center, this is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Get ready for the Easter season and Mother's Day weekend with local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. From chippers, chocolates, jellies, and more, you can find it all at Mindak Market. Stop by the store to build your own gift packs or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
I'm Chase Miller. He's Bryce Laxdal. That is the Hankinson student section right now, hoping to cool off the Central Cass girls shooting from the floor. Joey Hughes behind the scenes here. Bryce, I mentioned, what did Hankinson have to do well to get in the second half? If you're Matt Norman, is it don't broke what's not fixed, which is just shooting the lights out of the gym right now?
Yeah, I think the halftime is going to be a benefit to Hankinson. I think we maybe going to have to call the WAP Breckenridge Fire Department on the squirrels out here because they're hot. But yeah, you got to hope that halftime can cool them off a little bit, stiffen up a little bit. You can go on a run right away to start the half.
As we get ready for this second half of play, Hankinson again led in the first half by the 13 points of Cruz Hernandez, 10 by Andrew Jean. Central Cass led by the 15 of Carter Verkota and the 10 by Eli Boer, and Cole Holzer hasn't even scored yet. That is scary for an assistant coach.
He's only shot 3 times, hasn't even needed to.
As we get this one ready to get underway, 16 minutes to find out who has a date in the Region 1 Championship schedule for Thursday night. Loser still has a game they'll play for third inside Verkota. Nice dish by Eli Boer. Verkota just found himself in no man's land, and everybody said, where did you go? Verkota now with 2 more points.
Kind of ran some nice action down there with 3 guys.
Kath with an answer 3. That would be big for Hankinson.
Kind of run that zone breaker, 3 guys on the inside, kind of setting screens for each other and looking to hit the slips.
As the ball will go to Verkota. This from college range 3-pointer off the mark. Rebound here by Rustin Kath. And as you mentioned, Kath 16 and 10 yesterday and already impacting the game in the 40 seconds of this third quarter.
That's exactly what they needed.
Cruz Hernandez in the front court as they're really trying to limit Rayshawn and Cruz as much as possible, or at least make it difficult. Little 1-4 offensive set here for the Pirates. Hernandez here at the top of the key. Looks to take a ball screen, looking for the slip. Hernandez high off the window, can't get it to go, in a board by Holzer.
Stop ball.
Holzer bounce pass, had a little English on it, and this will be a tie-up. Possession arrow should favor the Hankinson Pirates, and it does. That had a lot, that was like a lot of torque on that spin.
He almost spun it back to himself.
Full court pressure defense here for Central Cass. They have 2 players with 2 in Mason Bussey and Owen Wiersma. Hankinson also with 2 players with 2 with Rayshawn Earl and Rustin Kath in terms of those who you have to worry about with a couple of foul situations. Rayshawn gets double team, finds a Cooper Bowl, cutting, driving, and scoring to the 10.
We got it back to 8, right, like we talked about. Did they get a couple stops? Oh, the scoreboard shut off for a second.
Don't tell us that, Bryce, as this one will go inside for 2. Mason Bussey with 2, but it did. I saw the same thing. I was waiting for a power outage, but fortunately that's only in the volleyball tournament maybe where that happens, right?
You might get Kelvin Kraft nightmares if you say that too loud.
Oh, my gosh. He's going, hey, there was a lot of ice here, and I understand the situation. 3 by Hernandez from the right-hand side. Cruz Hernandez now is 16. Well, if it's a region tournament, Bryce, weather becomes part of it, whether it's Region 1 girls, whether it's volleyball, baseball last year. It just seems like Mother Nature just does not let Region 1, or for that matter, a lot of regions get their respective tournaments off.
Nothing can be easy.
Cole Holzer's first field goal of the game, and they're trading blow for blow early here in the opening 2.5 minutes. Rayshawn Earl at the top of the key here for the Hankinson Pirates. Man pressure defense. Hankinson again. How can they get it, trimmed it down to 6? How can they get it to this 2 possessions? Gene off the window, got it to go for 2.
He's had a nice game today.
Scored in every quarter. 12 points here for Andrew Jean for the 6'2 sophomore. Verkota, speaking of a nice game, he's had it, but that shot's off the mark. And Rustin Kath. But here goes Verkota for the steal, and a block shot by Hernandez. Cruz Hernandez in transition here, left wing 3 on the way. Got it! And the Pirates are back within 4.
Great hustle all over the court. Everybody's laying out.
And we got a timeout here for head coach Matt Norman. And just like Bryce Laxdal said, make a run to start the opening 2 minutes and change. And the Pirates are back in business on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Squirrels are up by 4.
At Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy with highly skilled therapists who live in your community. Mobility Plus looks to minimize your pain and maximize mobility that quickly allows you to live the quality of life you desire. Your mobility is our top priority. To find a location near you or for more information, go online to mobilityplus.biz. That's mobilityplus.biz.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North as we see the Central Cast Squirrels. Go to ibanknorth.com as they offer the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app store. Member FDIC and proud supporters of their community. And yes, Calvin Kraft, we know you paid the electric bill, and we thank you for your accommodations in Enderlin. I mean, for crying out loud, it didn't matter if it was Enderlin or anywhere else. That was some tough conditions there in the Region 1 volleyball tournament. That got moved up. The Region 1 girls basketball tournament got moved up. Who knows what's going to happen on Thursday, Bryce?
When we'll see each other again, I don't know.
4-point advantage right now here for the Squirrels. There's a kickball by Rayshawn Earl, and I was asking you in between break that physical play right in front of the scorer's table where Convervig is right now, a good no call, I think, by these officials to let the play go.
I thought it was a great no call. You had two guys hustling after the ball. I don't think anybody had a clear advantage, and I thought it was a great no call.
Right now, Hankinson, they can feel it. There's a little wraparound reach by Hernandez. What would a stop and a score do to this place if Hankinson can get it back within one possession?
It'd be huge. They need Rupp. Right now, we kind of talked about at halftime that they're a bucket away from, 75% of the people in this building are going to be loud for you. You can build off that energy.
Central Cast Verkota to Holzer. Holzer on the inside. There's Hernandez with the steal. Hernandez, there's the stop. They got numbers. Stop, pop, transition. Cruz is short. Rebound, Convervig gives it up the floor to Holzer. Now to Verkota. Verkota, the block shot by Rayshawn Earl. Get up, young man. Earl with the rejection.
Wow.
And there's a technical foul coming here then on Hankinson. And this will be after the play, and that'll be on Cruz Hernandez, it looks like, here for the T. So not Rayshawn. The T will be on Hernandez as now Mike Gockler is going to get the explanation to across the way.
That's tough. That's tough. Kids playing basketball, and they're out there talking. Everybody's talking. Let them play.
And that's the question is what was said and in what derogatory or in what way was it said, right?
And we don't know what they said, but
it's
tough.
You
hate to see that.
And that's the thing right now. It's the question of what does Central Cast do at the line? Well, they get 2 free throws. And now on top of it, what can they do on this possession, Bryce? Because all of a sudden what was a 4-point game is 6. Hernandez is going to check out and talk with the coaching staff here, Mike Gockler. But if the Squirrels can score off of this, Bryce, that is a monster possession.
Yep, I think you'll see Cruz sit for a possession or two because he'll be coming back in. I think you just got to tell him, hey, you got to be a leader. Sit down, compose yourself, go back out there and make up for it.
Cole Holzer, a little slip pass on the inside. This will be out of play. Last touch by Bussey as he throws it off of Hubrig as Bachmeyer and alongside coming in will be Owen Wiersma. But I tell you what, that block by Rayshawn Earl was fantastic, just as well was the block by Convervig on the same hoop in the second quarter.
There was something else. It came out of nowhere.
Holzer spinning on the inside, off the window, gets fouled, and don't look now, not 2, not 4, but potentially 5 points now for the Squirrels.
Yep. It was a momentum killer. You kind of feel the energy sucked out of this side of the gym right now.
Foul will be on Cooper Bull, his first and the team's third. So if you're Central Cast, you kind of weathered the storm a little bit. If you're Hankinson, it's how can you put the pedal to the metal and get that foot on the gas yet again?
Yep, you got to find a way to get an easy bucket, get the crowd back into it, get it to a playmaker, and let them go do something.
The most points Central Cast has scored this season in this very gym against Tri-State in the Bonanza with 86. Rayshawn Earl dribble pullback, can't get it to go. Rebound underneath to Owen Wiersma, but a traveling violation. And Matt Norman threw down his, I think it might be his bubblegum pack right to the ground in front of head coach Coach Belke. Was not happy with that call.
No, he wasn't. And it's getting, every call right now, you can kind of feel it.
Ball goes to the baseline here for Hankinson. It just feels like March basketball inside the gym. Cooper Bull, Rayshawn Earl at the right wing. Free throw line extended. Earl just inside the line. Jumper, no. Rebound to Cole Holzer, and an outlet now to Carter Verkota. Verkota spins. He's got 4 Pirates around him. Now to Wiersma. Holzer, left wing 3 on the way. Got it to go. Cole Holzer with his first triple of the night. He's got 7 on this quarter, Bryce, after having a goose egg in the opening 16 minutes.
And just like that, it's back up to 11. They got to get Cruz back in. Hankinson's struggling right now, taking some off-balance, off-dribble shots, and it's leading into, points right in transition for Castleton.
Hankinson got it down to 4, but then the technical foul there on Cruz Hernandez after the block with Rayshawn Earl. It wasn't right away. It was a couple seconds after the play. Something was said. There was the T, and 5 points immediately came from the Squirrels, Bryce, and that kind of ballooned it to where we are right now at 11.
Yeah, there's something, the conversation afterwards, hard to see what it was.
Hubrig, baseline jumper, and that's a tough-looking shot here. Parker Hubrig, the junior guard with 2. He had 2 points in their win against Fargo Oak Grove, and you might circle that one if they can make a run.
Off the dribble to his left. Yeah, that's a shot you're willing to give up. Nice shot by him.
Holzer with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that went off the top of Bussy, and I think Bussy's going, where's my catcher's mitt?
He got that. He definitely jammed his thumb there. You got to put a little touch on it every once in a while.
As Rayshawn Earl right now in the backcourt to Hernandez. Tell you what, though, a bucket here for
another one.
Hankinson. Hubrig, speaking of it, how about this? Parker Hubrig, the 5'8 junior guard, being an X factor here in the third.
It's a nice pass by Cruz to skip over the top of that press.
Rustin Kath is going to pick up his third, team's 4th after the shot there by Owen Wiersma. Wiersma so far with 4 points in the contest. This will be his first free throws of the game. Central Cass so far in this quarter, free throw attempts 3 and 4, and they make the third.
I don't think that's a bad foul. You don't want to give up a layup, and you want them to earn their 2 points at the free throw line. The first one didn't look great, but he got it to go. Shooter's touch.
So Kath will check out with those 3 personal fouls. Free throw attempt number 2 by Wiersma's good, as you have Mr. David Round checking into the contest. Here's the kicker for Hankinson. Can they get a run and sustain it and then put more pressure on the Squirrels? Nice little shot across the way, blocked by Holzer inside to Gene. Can't get it to go last touch, and it'll be off around on the inside. But we've seen Earl with that spin move a couple of times, split a pair of defenders last night and also tonight here, Bryce.
It's crazy that he's only a freshman. He's got that ability to handle the ball and break the press like that. Great things ahead for him, but they got to be able to finish those layups around the hoop, because that was a great look after they broke that press.
Almost with a poke away steal, but right to the hands of Eli Boer. Shot off the mark. No, put back by Wiersma, rattles up. Third chance here for Holzer. Throws it up, partially blocked, and then it's off of whose knee? And it's off a Pirate knee. These two teams will not be rivals next season with the 3-class system, so this could very well be the last time they're region rivals, Bryce, for quite some time. Well, it's not that 3-class is going to be here for the next 50 years and counting. Just like anything else, you'll tweak it, you'll look at it after a couple seasons. 3-pointer here on the way by Bussy is going to be off the mark. But last time, I think, also adds a little bit more into the pot once you get to these games, knowing that this is the last time that you're region rivals here in the semifinals.
Oh, definitely. A little that rivalry, and we'll miss seeing the coaches down here when we break up, and Mike's been a great guy, and we'll see Matt in the future, but Mike's also always fun to coach against. Their teams are always got a lot of energy, and I actually love playing down at Hankinson. Their crowd is awesome. They're into it. They love their team, and that's the part that I'll miss the most, is just the energy that building can bring.
Chase Bachmeyer now with 8 points in the game here, and the Squirrels are up by 11 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in Minnesota and North Dakota. Go to dhbanknd.com. Hankinson in the front court with Cruz Hernandez. Hernandez rips it through. Ball gets skipped to Parker Hubrig, who's feeling it, and that one was halfway down. Rebound to Cooper Bull on the interior. This one goes to Round. Got it to go for 2. First bucket here for Round, back to 9 with 60 seconds left in the quarter.
2 for 1 for Castle here if they want it.
Boer, left wing, goes on the baseline, and that's off of Bachmeyer. Really good skip at the last moment there by Round on that little defense there, Bryce.
Nice defense. Way to have your hands up, read the eyes.
How does a 2-3 zone maybe lull you into thinking that that's there, but then all of a sudden someone can come out of nowhere, right?
And Hankinson especially is really good at that backside guy of reading their eyes. You see a guy's open, by the time you're looking at him and you're going to throw it, that defense is adjusted to your eyes.
Cooper Bull left wing lost it. Now it's a steal for Verkota. Verkota has some numbers, a 2-on-1. Verkota to the 10 off the window, good for 2. Carter Verkota now with 19 for the Squirrels. Hernandez in the front court here. Shot clock is off, but Hankinson going to be looking for a good shot. Rustin Cass spins on the inside, and there's a foul here. This might be on Maggio wearing the headband. If that is, it will be Carter's second. That'll be the team's second here for the Squirrels in the second half. Holzer will check back into the game alongside with David Round, who quickly will come in, especially with Rustin Cass with those 3 personal fouls.
Yeah, sit him on the bench. He doesn't pick anything cheap up here. He can probably hold for the last shot if you want to.
Hankinson trailing it 42-31 after one half. So it's stayed the same, if you will, unless Bull hits a jumper, and he got it. Cooper Bull at the left wing now with 7. Central Cass with a chance to answer. Mason Bussey right at the Wildcat emblem here. Takes a ball screen, gets it to the right wing, pops it past to Holzer. Holzer on the inside. Right-handed shot, got it to go here for Cole Holzer. This one to Bull. Bull's going to get the shot up before the buzzer off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The number 1 overall seed, Central Cass, up by 11 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of Outlaw late models on June 28th, World of Outlaw sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NLRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
And speaking of the Red River Valley Speedway, some of those fans got to love the acts that are coming to the 10 best days of the Red River Valley Fair. I don't know what type of music Bryce likes, so let's figure it out. Dan and Shay, Shine Down, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, and Flow Rider. Anything tickle your fancy, Bryce, on those 5?
I'd go Shine Down, but then he'd bring some Nickelback in there. That's more my style.
6352. Go to RedRiverValleyFair.com for more information on the Grandstand Entertainment. I'm Chase Miller. He's Bryce Laxton alongside Joey Hughes. And while Cruz Hernandez wanted to steal now to Mason Bussey as they give it to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer floating inside, and that's going to be an offensive charge, and it is.
That was great breakdown, actually, offensively by Castle. A couple of driving kicks, and they were really attacking the closeouts that Hankinson had there, and it was a nice recovery to take that charge, but if they keep getting possessions like that, they're going to be shooting even more layups.
Well, and if Central Cass can do what they've done in each quarter, which is scored 21, I don't know if they've planned it that way, but 21 points for 3 straight quarters is miraculous when you think about it.
A great pace. 8-minute quarters when you're a high school team that's getting 21 every quarter. You're running some great stuff, and you're getting some great looks, and you're finishing.
Well, this helps to get to 21 as a transition there. Holes are up the floor. That'll go to Bussey now with 13 points here for Mason.
I'd like to see a shot clock of this game because, like we talked about, it is just a ton of layups and a ton of threes.
Rayshawn Earl, this will be a foul before the shot with the arm bar here, as this will be on Mason Bussey. A foul will come across. It'll be his 3rd, team's 4th. Remember when folks in Class B in North Dakota said, a shot clock? Why do we need a shot clock? We're running and shooting. It's going to be the worst thing in the world in North Dakota. I think we like it for the most part compared to our friends in Minnesota who have to wait another year before they get 30 or 35 on the shot clock.
The shot clock was the best thing that North Dakota's done for basketball in a long time.
Hernandez shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound, Kath. Baseline jumper. Cooper Bull. No, it's still loose underneath. And here goes Cole Holzer on a run. Baseball pass up the floor to Boer. Power dribble to the 10 off the window. Good for 2 points in transition for the Squirrels. That's 4 straight to start the quarter.
Yep, and it's getting close here. Hankinson has to go on a run, not after the run, but they have to get some stops afterwards.
Largest lead of the game here for Central Cass. Hernandez knifes his way, and that's the answer here for Hankinson, that downhill mentality. Yeah, they'll maybe need to make a 3 or 2 along the way, Bryce, but that's the type of play that Hankinson needs to see a lot more of.
Yeah, that's the first bucket that Cruz has made since he got that technical. You need to see one go through before you shoot that open 3. That was great recognition by him.
Eli Boer will pick up the foul. That's the team's 5th, his 2nd. Kath tries to save it. Hernandez gets it, a second chance opportunity now to Earl. Cooper Bowl, right short corner. Bounce pass across the baseline here to Kath. Kath with a step through and goes up, and there's a foul. So that'll help. And all of a sudden, as Hankinson did in the second half to Oak Grove, Bryce, where they had the second chance opportunities, if they can get the window, something that both teams said you got to do well of, well, if they can do that in the second half, Hankinson definitely is not going to go away.
And that's what Kath is so good at. He shot a ton of free throws yesterday, got a ton of offensive rebounds. If they're going to go on a run here, they're going to have to score, but they're going to have to get back on defense in transition and get some stops. They can't let Castleton keep getting that leak out.
Kovervig picks up the foul, his first, team 6. So for the Pirates, they're in the bonus from here on out, as we have Mason Bussey and Owen Wiersma returning for Central Cass. Rustin Kath free throw attempts off the front iron. 16 points, 10 rebounds yesterday, but the Pirates get 3 points that time down the floor, and they cut that 15-point deficit down to 12. Holzer looking for the answer 3. Left of the key. That one is going to be high off the backboard. No, Rustin Kath clears the window. Owen Wiersma comes down to him on a knee, and Matt Norman wants a timeout. How did that one pinball to him?
I don't know how it came right off his knee. Great. That was a great rebound. He just kind of grabbed it out of nowhere.
On our timeout here, brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. Central Cass with the basketball when we return on your live event.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Come back here on our Bank North timeout, part of our fan cam as well. They offer the perfect to handle your banking requests anytime for all of your accounts with the mobile app. You can take them wherever you go. Go to ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and proud supporter of their local communities. We go from there now to the court as Kovervig looks to inbound it to Bussey. Left baseline 3 on the way. Had a chance to spot up his feet. Rebound comes down to Rustin Kath. Officials for this game, Logan Fingston, Calvin Tubner, and Todd Rowe here for game number 1. This one on the interior, and there's going to be a foul on the way with Wiersma trying to get in front of Kath, and bonus free throws here for Rustin.
Score with the stop, or the clock stop, would be big here. Let them give a chance to set up their defense too. Not giving any easy transition. Points back to Castleton.
Opportunity here for the Central Cass Squirrels, a round that they fell out of last year against Kindred. Well, this is the first time since 2016-17 season that Hankinson has made the Region 1 semifinals. Shot off the mark. Second chance opportunity, though. Earl 3. Got it!
There we go. Back to 9.
Rayshawn Earl with the triple, and a timeout here for Mike Gonkler. One aboard by Bull, who gets the assist. Rayshawn now with 8. And we got another timeout on the floor on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Hankinson not going away on your live event.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Well, after being down by 15, 6 consecutive points here for the Hankinson Pirates, thanks in part to, 2 by Hernandez, a free throw by Rustin Kath, now Rayshawn Earl with 3, and Hankinson not going away here, Bryce, and they're just kind of like the first time, right? They're hanging around, making it close, just like they did in Hankinson against Central Cass earlier this season.
And they've done a good job of getting extra possessions, got a couple of offensive rebounds on the missed free throw. Let's see what they set up here for a press and see if Castleton kind of gets the ball. The holes are down low. He's had the hot hand here the second half. I think he should get a touch in the paint, see if they get something easy.
Timeout for Mike Gockler. They got 2 remaining. Earlier this season, 59-58 Squirrels and Hankinson. That was the closest game all season long for Central Cass, was that 1-point victory.
Hankinson's man-to-man too. Now they switch back to zone.
Bussey, jumper off the mark. Rebound goes to Bussey on the tip. Off the window, can't get it to go. Holzer, though, somehow with his length there with the left hand, got it off the backboard for 2.
Offensive rebounds, 2 of them, that'll kill you.
And as you mentioned, man to start the pressure and then go back into that 2-3 zone. Hernandez left wing, extra pass. This will go David round baseline jumper. No rebound. Kath throws it up. Got it to go here for Rustin.
Pick him up full court again.
He's got 6 all in the second half. The question is, can Hankinson get it back to 4? That's the closest it's been since the half.
They're kind of half are playing man, half are playing zone. There, got a rebound and a stop.
Rebound, steal, Boer, putback, and Boer got like an early Christmas ham right there for 2 points.
That's twice they've kind of taken it right away from him.
And right now, Hankinson's got to get a stop, but they got to keep shooting the ball well offensively here on this end. Rayshawn Earl from the college range 3. Halfway down, rattling out. Verkota tries to save it, throws it on a smart play to his hoop, not the hoop they're defending, Bryce.
Great play. A lot of times you'll see guys turn around, throw it right back into a guy standing there, shoot a layup.
Bull on the baseline. Hankinson to Hernandez. Right pocket 3 here for Cruz. A jump ball in the arrow will favor the Hankinson Pirates. Central Cass still shooting the ball extremely efficient. 42 points after 1 half. A play to Hankinson's 31. Central Cass, Bryce, has only given up 60 points once this season. That was to Sargent County. That tells you how well Hankinson's playing offensively, but how much better the Squirrels are playing offensively here in this game.
I mean, they're even on pace to keep up that 21 per quarter. It's been, I don't know what they're talking about here at the jump off. They switch it.
I'm just going to make sure that it is the arrow. They'll talk it over, and it'll be Hankinson basketball.
But yeah, if you like offensive basketball, this has been a great game to watch because both teams have played great.
Well, the most points that Hankinson gave up all season was 83 to Oak Grove back in December. The most points that Central Cass has given up all season, Bryce, 60 to Sargent County to close out the year, and right now to the Hankinson Pirates. So Hankinson, they don't care about giving up the most points, scoring the most against the Squirrels. They want to get this puppy. They want to win it.
Yeah, they want to get that first loss on their record.
Ball at the top of the key to Rayshawn Earl, 17-footer. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Well, it'll be 1 to Hernandez. Hernandez and splits a double team to the paint off the window. Good for 2. And count it for Cruz Hernandez for the end one.
They're getting a lot of second chance points. A lot. They're working on the glass. Both teams are getting second chance points. Somebody's got to step up and get out and finish a defensive possession with a box out and a rebound and a triple threat and get it to a guard.
Mason Bussey picks up the foul. That'll be his 4th, team's 8th. Hernandez with the good old-fashioned 3-point opportunity has 24 points. Add that to the 19 he had here yesterday. Hernandez feeling at home, and more importantly, from the Pirates' point of view, back with an 8.
Yep. He's really showing up, been a great senior leader.
So 4:03 left to go. In the first meeting, Bryce, Hankinson was trailing by 7 with 3 minutes to play and got it to 1. So it's almost a carbon copy of that game in Hankinson. The only difference is more offense. That was 59 to 58.
That's what everybody likes is more offense.
Well, it sells tickets and it sells viewership, I'll tell you that much, right? Here goes Kovarovic up and down the floor to Verkota. Verkota with the basketball. Didn't see Hernandez on his hip. Hernandez gets the steal. Hankinson can quickly go with numbers. Rayshawn Earl, this would be large. 3!
Wow.
Splash City! That shot is pretty. And a timeout by Mike Gockler. And the Pirates are knocking down by 5. Rayshawn now with 11 points and a timeout for head coach Mike Gockler. He's got 1 remaining. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. Don't you go anywhere. The Pirates are back within 2 possessions.
Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
The Hankinson Pirates keep knocking on the door on their Bank North scoreboard. They offer the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. Check them out for more information and for a location near. Go to ibanknorth.com. Bryce, what have you liked from a Hankinson point of view here in the last 90 seconds?
Oh, a lot of great effort, a lot of second chance points, and that's really switched the momentum. You get those offensive rebounds, those extra possessions, and then they've answered by making them pay and knocking down some shots.
Central Cass right now, they're got to go, how many points do we got to score to keep this team away from us? Verkota, right wing, gets by not one but two defenders. Covervig, answer three on the way. Off the mark, rebound to Cooper Bolin. Don't look now, a bucket to make it a one-possession game.
Get something good, get something that you talked about in the huddle. Hankinson's got to make sure they get what they want and extend some possessions. They only have one timeout left, and the possession arrow favors Castleton.
Rayshawn Earl gets the paint, floats one up off the backboard. No, rebound comes down to Cole Holzer. And now for the Squirrels. We haven't sent the transition game a lot, I feel like, a little bit here, Bryce, in this fourth quarter compared to earlier.
And that's because Hankinson's getting better shots on offense and been getting offensive rebounds.
This will go on the left-hand side of the top of the key now to Verkota. Verkota back to Covervig. Shot clock nearing 15 seconds. Squirrels playing with that lead. They don't have to be in a hurry. Boer three-pointer off the back of the rim. No, tipped by Holzer. Tipped again underneath. Won by Jean and somehow by Round, and somehow the Pirates come up with it. Rayshawn Earl trying to get by Covervig. Left-hand side. Block shot by Covervig. That's his second of the contest. And both have been in large situations. Covervig to Verkota underneath. Can't make the layup. Rebound here and a foul by Eli Boer.
Yep.
He'll pick up his third. That'll be the team's ninth, and we'll walk the other end of the floor here for the bonus.
And Castleton has to be aware right now that they're in the bonus. They can't be getting those fouls 90 feet from the basket. They got to play hands off, and if Hankinson has that defensive rebound, you got to just set your defense up at half court and move your feet, not reach.
So Rustin Kath will go to the free throw line for a make one to get one variety here for the Hankinson Pirates, and he buries the first. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here for Hankinson. This to make it a one-possession contest. Free throw is good. So Kath with some stone-cold dingers right there at the free throw line and back to a one-possession game.
Get a trap.
Central Cass does have a couple of timeouts if they want. There's a reach and foul here for Hernandez. Cruz will pick up his third.
I think if you're Castleton, you got to go back inside. Get Holzer a touchdown low. He's got a size advantage. He's had the hot hand in the second half, so you can get an easy look.
And the shot clock will reset at 35, and for Central Cass, it feels like they've been stuck at 71 forever after scoring in flurries.
There you go.
Holzer gets it right inside the paint for 2 here, and there's your answer for Central Cass.
Yeah, got to catch, got to go to strong hand. That's easy for him.
So for Holzer now, he's got 13 points, 5-point margin lead for the Squirrels on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're at the 2-minute mark. Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show for post-game conversation and also our player of the game and more. Rayshawn Earl dribble pullback left wing 3 off the back tab. No rebound here. This will be to Cruz Hernandez. Hernandez baseline triple. Got it to go.
Gotta get back. Get up and get back.
Cruz Hernandez with the 3. Timeout on the floor. Hernandez now with 26 points for the Pirates, who are back within 2. We'll break with them here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. So timeout on the floor here for the Hankinson Pirates. Down by 2, full court pressure defense. And Bryce, they can play very aggressive with still 1 foul to give before Central Cass is in the bonus. While Central Cass, it's 2 shots for Hankinson moving forward in the double bonus.
Yep, if you're Hankinson, you make sure they don't get anything easy. You make them earn everything at the free throw line. Take a couple chances.
Rayshawn took a chance right there, but got called for the foul. That'll be his third, and that'll be the team's sixth here.
And if that was Hankinson's last time out, you got to make sure everybody on the floor knows that, so you don't get try to call a timeout and get a tactical.
I think everyone remembers Chris Webber in the Superdome situation right there.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Here comes Wiersma in the front court.
And, you know, how big does that technical look right now? I mean, that was a 5-point swing.
Sam Covervig, left wing, left-hand side of Verkota, up and over on the pass to Holzer on the inside dribble, and, well, no one protected the paint, and that was too easy.
Yeah, you got to get him a touch every time down the court right now. That Hankinson just doesn't have the ability to match up with him right now.
Holzer with 15 points all in the second half, had a goose egg at halftime. But can the Squirrels get a stop? Hankinson left wing with it with Hernandez. Hernandez at the top of the key. 3 over Covervig is going to be short. Rebound comes down to Holzer. Holzer in transition now. The Squirrels want to run. Holzer to the paint. Makes the pass across the way. And Hernandez with the smart foul. It's a bonus instead of 2 shots. 2 points coming there for Covervig.
A good foul. Or good foul. He probably could have pushed it up a little bit sooner, but I think he realizes he's got the hot hand right now, and he's kind of taken over this fourth quarter, second half. So
you got right now Cruz Hernandez with 4 fouls for Hankinson, but it's a 1-and-1 for Holzer. And that's a really good foul right now, as that's a miss. It's still a 2-possession game. Hankinson doesn't need a 3. They just need a bucket.
And they can get a 2-for-1 here to make sure that they get the chance to get the ball back with the chance no matter what.
Hernandez splits the screen, goes hard down the paint off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound Kath out to Bull. Extra pass Earl. Deep 3 on the way. Rayshawn can't get that one off the iron. And there's a foul, and Hernandez will foul out. Cruz Hernandez will pick up the foul. That'll be his 5th. And in this contest, Cruz Hernandez will have 21, 23, 24, 27 points for the senior for the Hankinson Pirates, as Holzer will go to the line for the front end again of a 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah, he played his butt off. Good game for him. Nice, possibly end of his career. Hankin's still got plenty of time if they can get a stop here.
Free throw attempt for Holzer is good now with 16 points.
It'll still be 2 possessions.
Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Cole. This one is up and good. So Holzer goes 2 for 2 from the line, but now, Bryce, do you need the 3, or is there still enough time to get the 2 quick?
I think they'll probably go for 3. You could go for 2, but it's got to be fast.
Rayshawn gets blocked at the rim. Here goes Covervig with it, the other end of the floor, quickly to Holzer. Holzer layup up off the side of the left hand, and the question, was it off of Parker Huberg or was it off of Cole Holzer? And it'll be off of Parker Huberg. Central Cass now will try to play keep away for the next 19.7 seconds. Hankinson's got to foul quickly.
Yep, you got to foul right away. And
here comes the foul with Parker Huberg. That'll be his first, team's 9th, but going to the free throw line is a 90+% free throw shooter in Mason Bussey.
If he makes the first one here, that's going to be pretty tough. You're going to need 3 possessions, 17 seconds.
Bussey 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt is good here for Bussey. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Central Cass. That one's going to rattle in as well. Squirrels go 2 for 2 from the line, up by 8. They withstood the challenge here by Hankinson. Pirates need to get a 3 off quickly. Huberg left-hand side, back to Earl. Left wing 3 on the way, and that's off the backboard. No rebound to Eli Boer. Hankinson's going to say, let's not foul, let's not worry about it, and survive and advance. The Central Cass Squirrels are into the Region 1 Championship with a 79-71 victory here over the Hankinson Pirates. Coming up on our post-game show, player conversation, and we'll hear from Matt Norman as well here on your live event.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Joining us now courtside is Cole Holzer here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Chase Miller, Bryce Laxdal with you here. Cole, what did it take in the second half to fend off Hankinson for the second time this season here in Richland County?
Oh, we got to keep working. We worked hard. That helped a lot. Sorry. We struggled to get them out the O board, so we had to work a little harder at that. So we got to keep doing that. And obviously their three balls, they hit that a lot. So we started with that last game and obviously this game. So that helped when we kind of took that away there at the end.
Cole, what were you feeling going into the second half, knowing that you were held scoreless in the first half? What was your mindset going into the second half to help your team out?
Oh, my mindset, well, I wanted to. We were struggling kind of right away. We started off real hot, and then we were struggling a little bit. So later in the third quarter, I wanted to get it in a little more, try to pound it inside. And obviously, that worked later in the second half.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, you had to withstand a bunch of runs in Hankinson. You had to withstand a bunch of runs here as well in Wahpeton. What is it about this team, Cole, to withstand 1, 2, 3, 4 runs in a row and just find a way to go, okay, put it behind us. Let's get the next defensive stopper, get the next offensive points. What is it about this team all year long to do that?
We like to pick each other up. We don't try to get down too much on each other. Make sure everyone's focused and working hard. And we guys keep working like that. And we like to share the ball, so we keep moving it. And you know, when they go for a quick basket, we come back and give one right back.
For this team to get to the Region 1 championship, hopefully Mother Nature allows us to get here, Cole, in 48 hours, but this team to get here, you had goals throughout the season. Regular season champs, mark. Get to this point, that's a mark. There's still one big goal, at least here in Wahpeton, to get to. What does it mean for this version of the Squirrels?
Of course, we've been working at this for a while. We've gone out in the semifinals for way too many times, so we're going to keep working. We kept working. It means a lot because yeah, we lost twice. I've lost twice in the semifinals, so it's big to get there once, and now we got a shot at it, and we've worked towards it all season. We just want to try to get there and win that game.
Hey, Cole, congratulations. Best of luck coming up in the Region 1 championship.
All right, thank you.
That again, Cole Holzer here for the Central Cass Squirrels. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, take a look at the final numbers after this on your live event.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
All right, let's take a look at the final numbers. Bryce Laxdal, I guess, right off the bat before we get to our player of the game and our play of the contest. Anything in particular stand out from you on either side of the aisle here as we take a look at the final numbers?
Oh, Hankinson did a much better job the second half, limiting those second chance points. They had 21 second chance or 20 points off turnovers in the first half and 27 for the game. So there's only 6 in the second half. My biggest takeaway was Holzer in the second half was really dominant, and I think he was the difference. Cruz had a great second half, great end, not end to his career, but end for the games that kind of mean a little bit. But I thought he was great the whole game, and it was just two guys really going at each other. It was fun to watch.
Our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Bryce just kind of alluded to it. That is Cole Holzer in the second half particularly. Went 0 of 3 in the first half, 8 of 10 in the second. He finishes 8 of 13 from the floor, 19 points and 12 rebounds. A double-double here for Cole Holzer. He is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes Enbridge Energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities as Central Cass now improves to 22-0 on the season. They'll play the winner of the two teams warming up, Sargent County Kindred, coming up in the Region 1 Championship. The Hankinson Pirates will play for third. Now to our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play the game. When you shoot nearly 61% from the floor, that's got to be at 31 of 51 here for the Central Cass Squirrels, and able to withstand the runs by Hankinson a number of times in the first, second half as well. RDK Enterprises get ready for the spring planting season with RDK Enterprises. Let them meet the challenge with you. Once snow is gone and the fields are ready to be planted, contact the planter experts at plantertalk.com at RDK Enterprises. Final numbers go like this. Central Cass 19 for Verkota, 19 points and a double-double for Hoser, 12 for Eli Boer, 8 on the way for Bachmeyer, 6 here for Owen Wiersma for the Central Cass Squirrels, as they had 5 players in the scoring column. Hankinson 27 points for Cruz Hernandez with 6 rebounds, 6 of 13 shooting from 3, 12 for Andrew Jean, 11 for Rayshawn Earl, 8 points, 9 boards for Rustin Cass, 7 for Cooper Bowl, 4 on the way for Parker Hubrig, and 2 points for David Brown. Hankinson 42% shooting from the floor, 11 of 28 from 3, 8 of 13 from the line. Central Cass 31 of 51 from the floor, 6 of 16 from the 3, and 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Your final, the Squirrels win it by 8 points. On behalf of Joey Hughes on the camera, he's Bryce Laxnell, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in to game 1 of 2 that we have for you today. Joel Morgan has a call for the next contest between Sargent County and the Kindred Vikings. That one coming up at around 7:40 here on YourLiveEvent.com.